We don't have any idea what things would look like in this country, really, if the whole COVID cataclysm just ended. Now, there would be a cessation of fear that would bring millions back to work, I think. We hear from CEO after CEO that there's still plenty of people who haven't returned to the office. If we were all certain that those of us who've been vaccinated most likely won't go to the hospital, I think the holdouts would finally be willing to come back because the onus would be on them. We keep underestimating COVID's impact on our lives and the economy as a whole. So many people still won't do the things in person. And believe me, I get it. I don't want to be too anecdotal, but the attitude of Florida, where I was last week, toward gatherings is still night and day versus New York. Heck, I got my usual Wednesday test today. Nothing like a test that throws some fear in your head, right? Jay Powell might find himself in a market where unemployment rises and wage gains decelerate. Can you imagine? Obviously, that's bad news for Main Street, but Wall Street would be thrilled. Sure, there are plenty of reasons to stay out of some stocks. Hey, look, I interviewed Shantanu Narayan, the great chairman and CEO of Adobe this morning, a total mainstay tech name. And it was tough because the company was in free fall. The stock just going right down on an ever so slight miss. But Adobe has a history of trouncing estimates and growing very quickly. This time, it didn't grow quickly enough for a stock that sells at 31 times earnings. The market remains brutal to tech outfits that can't beat the numbers. Shana reminded us how strong this business is, many different divisions, but Wall Street was not appeased, talking about competition on every different level. This despite the stock already being beaten down 33% coming into today. But the bottom line, history is very clear. It says you must stay the course. The S&P 500 has already had a successful 50% retracement of its huge decline. And in the 21 times that's happened since the Great Depression, it's meant the decline is over every single time. Could this time be different? Sure. But don't ignore the very real possibility that good things can happen, too.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.